So this is Juncker's gas calorimeter. The aim of this experiment is to find out the calorific value of gaseous fuel. Now, what is calorific value and why we need to find out the calorific value? The calorific value is the amount of heat released by burning unit mass of a fuel. So, amount of heat liberated by burning the solid fuel or gaseous fuel or liquid fuel. Now, Juncker's gas calorimeter is used to find out the calorific value of gaseous fuel. Now, first we will see the different parts of the Juncker's gas calorimeter. See, this is the main apparatus, that is Juncker's gas calorimeter. To this calorimeter, we are supplying water to the calorimeter, and inside this there is a hollow part that is known as the chimney. So in that chimney we are putting the flame, and the heat liberated, that is the gas of which we want to find out the calorific value, we are lighting the gas, and that gas this is the burner. We are supplying gas, we are lighting the gas, and this burner we are putting inside the chimney. So whatever the heat liberated by burning the gas gets absorbed by the water. So for that, surrounding that hollow chimney, hollow part, surrounding there are number of tubes through which we are supplying water. So the water we are supplying at constant heat. So continuous flow is there for the water, and also the gas is continuously burned. So it is a flow type of gas burner. So continuous flow of gas is there, and that is burned continuously.
This is the domestic cylinder of LPG gas of which we are measuring the calorific value. So the gas comes from the cylinder and then it passes through the rotameter. So this is the back side of the rotameter, this is the lower end, that is the upper end of the rotameter. So the gas then passing through the rotameter, then it goes to the burner. So this is the burner that is connected at the bottom of the Juncker's gas calorimeter. So the gas is supplied from the LPG, domestic LPG cylinder. It passes through the rotameter, through which in the rotameter we are measuring the flow rate of the gas, and then the gas is burned into the Juncker's gas calorimeter. You can see this is the front panel of the rotameter. So this is the rotameter. We are measuring the flow rate of the gas from the rotameter. Side to the rotameter there is a manometer. So manometer gives you the pressure at which the gas is coming.
Now the gas that we are using is the LPG gas. We are having the LPG cylinder through which we are supplying the gas. Now to measure the flow rate of the gas, we are having the rotameter. So this rotameter will give the flow rate of the gas in liters per minute. So we can adjust the flow rate by this. So the ball will move accordingly, and where it will stop, that will give us the flow rate of the gas. Along with that, along with the flow rate, along with that we have to measure at what pressure the gas is coming into the Juncker's gas calorimeter. For that, this is the manometer. So this manometer head will give us the pressure. So this will give you the water head, and that water head we want to convert into the gas head, and from that we can find out the pressure, at what pressure the gas is supplied to the calorimeter. So now this is the burner. This burner will be keeping inside the Juncker's gas calorimeter in the chimney, hollow section of the Juncker's gas calorimeter. Now we'll light the burner, we'll burn the gas. So initially the flow is adjusted, and now we have burn the gas. So we have to adjust the flame until the flame should be blue flame, so that the complete combustion. Now this burner gas is spewed into the that chimney part of the Juncker's gas calorimeter. Now we have to use the mirror. This mirror is used to check if the flame is turn off or it is continuous flame. So to check that, we are using mirror. So this mirror will help you to continuously observe the flame. Now we are circulating water continuously through this Juncker's gas calorimeter. As we have seen in the circuit diagram, there are number of tubes inside the calorimeter. So the water is circulated through that. Now the principle of working is that whatever heat liberated by burning the gas, that heat liberated, it gets absorbed by the water. Now it is a continuous flow type of experiment. So the water is continuously flowing, that is absorbing, taking heat, and it is coming out. Also, the gas is continuously burned. So for that, we have to measure the total amount of. Now we'll take the different readings for this experiment. Now the readings that we'll be taking are temperatures at different locations, then the flow rate of the gas, and the pressure reading, that is the manometer reading. Now the temperature that we are taking is the initial temperature of the water. So initial temperature of the water. So the initial temperature of water is around 27 degrees Celsius. So that is the inlet temperature of water. So the second temperature that we are taking is the outlet temperature of water. So from here we will be taking the second reading. So and the third reading is the rotameter reading. So it will give us the flow rate of gas. And the fourth reading is the pressure reading. That is the water head that will be taking as the reading. Now once when we have supplied the water and the gas is continuously burning, we are waiting until the temperature of inlet and the temperature at the outlet gets stabilized. So for certain period we are waiting to achieve the steady state. After that we will be running this experiment for 10 minutes. So for 10 minutes we have to measure how much amount of gas is consumed in 10 minutes and how much amount of water is collected in 10 minutes. For measuring the water collected in 10 minutes, we are using the burette method. In the burette method, we are collecting the water for 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, the amount of water collected, that will be taken as the reading. And along with that, here the flow rate of gas we already measured. Now it is showing it is 0.27 liters per minute. So that will be multiplying. So it is for 1 minute 2.25 liters. So that will be multiplying with the 10 minutes. So we will get around 2.5 liters of the gas. Then the reading here, that reading you can see. This reading will be taken as the water head. So this will give you the pressure at which the gas is coming. So all this reading will be using to calculate the calorific value of the gas.